everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Charmaine, it's been a hot minute, and it's nice to see you guys. I'm just gonna preface this, is that the right word? Pre-start this with the fact that I have a cold and I'm not feeling well. So I said like my opening lines there, and then I had to stop it so I could like cough a whole bunch. So it might be a lot of little tiny videos put together so I can breathe in between. But we are here today because I am going to be joining three readathons in October. Yes, 3. So in September I did 2, and I actually did pretty good with them considering that I had like a wedding that I was in, and then like some other stuff going on, and then actually at the end of September for almost like the whole last week. Like this is the 30th when I'm filming this. This is the day when I felt the best, and I already need a nap, and all I did was shower. So it's been rough. But like pretty much this whole week I've been sick. And then I had the wedding over the weekend of September. September the 16th. Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, I did pretty good with both of those. I don't actually know all of the books that I read because I kept logging them into the like logging thing that they had. I don't know, Google document that they had. And I wasn't writing them down. So my September wrap-up was pretty much going to be nothing. I know 2 books that I read, like, at the end, and then I'm tired, you guys. I don't feel great. But anyways, I want to tell you about my TBRs because I'm very excited about them, or my readathons because I'm very excited about them. So the first one is Becca's Spookoplathon. I'm not even saying this right. Spookoplathon. I think that's how you say it. So this is the game board. It's like, Monopoly. I'm not refilming any of this. So that's where we are. So I actually ended up like pre-rolling some of these, and I'm going to put like the videos in so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing for my TBR. So I'm going to do the first roll. Well, should I tell you guys all about all the things first? Maybe I'll tell you all about the things. So I'm doing Monopoly. Spookoplathon. There we go. I'm doing that one. And then I'm doing, I gotta find all of my notes, the Stay Spookoplathon, which is a bingo sheet book thing. So I'll try and put that here so you guys can see it. And that's from Dana Ella and Niki's Bookish Coven. Oh, this is from Becca and the Books. And then Books with Lexie is doing Hella Weekend Readathon. So I'm doing that as well. And that runs from like Sunday through Thursday. In October, it's Canada's Thanksgiving. That's like next weekend. So I have that weekend off. I have the weekend off after that. And then I have like a 3rd weekend off in October. So I figured that that was like a kind of a good one for me to join because like I work in retail. You guys know I work at a liquor store. So I'm shift work and I don't usually have that many weekends off. But I originally had booked off like 2 weekends in October because I was going to have holidays. I'll be right back. And then I asked my boss if I could actually work some of the days that I was going to take off as holidays. So I ended up with both still 2 weekends off. So I have like the Thanksgiving weekend off, which is, I think it's October 8th. It's October 8th or October 9th for Canada. And then the next weekend, we're planning my 45th birthday, like, lunch. We're having, like, 4 of my friends over to have lunch. It's, like, a small thing. But because, like, you know, COVID's still happening. I don't even know if that's going to happen. Because, like, if I'm not feeling well, then I'm not going to have people over. Obviously, because I don't want to be like, hey, I'm sick. Do you guys want to come and hang out? You know, like, no thanks. But so that's my plans, and I figure for those weekends then I'll be able to read with the Hella Weekend thing. So I have like 3 that I'm working on that will work together as far as I can tell. Because like Becca's, it's a game board where I can go around and pick what I want to choose for like reading the books, and then on the weekends I can read them for Lexie's Hell Weekend, and then I can check off stuff on the bingo, right? You guys are with me, right? You're getting what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to be doing 3 of them, even though it seems like a lot. It's not actually a lot. Like, it's pretty easy. So yeah, that's pretty fun. So I did do the First, well, I was gonna do 4 rolls, and then I got doubles twice, and if you get doubles, you gotta, like, roll again. So I'm gonna start with, like, the first one. I'm gonna put that, like, little video in here. I'm going to try and, like, voice over the video, but if I can't figure out how to do that, then you guys will just be hearing music, and you can, like, see the roll, because I did that, okay? And then I'm gonna show you what books I picked for that. Okay. So this here is my first roll of the game. We have to start at go, and then I got double 3s, which means that I have 6, but because I got a double, I have to roll again. So I got orange in the purples, which is a book with a mostly orange cover. So for my first roll there, I got doubles, and the first thing I landed on was the orange cover. So what I'm picking is the Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. It has to be a mostly orange cover. This is orange-ish, kind of yellow-ish, like it's glowing orange in the background. So that's what I'm going with. I'm also buddy reading this with my boyfriend this month, and it's going to be my first ever buddy read, and there is on my Halloween one, the Stay Spookathon bingo, there is a buddy read prompt on there, so that fits into this as well. So I'm very excited to read this. As you guys know, I got this from the Miranda Lynn Studios Blind Date with a Book Box, and then I had ordered it for myself as well, so I figured that this was the perfect buddy read. Plus, I was so excited to read this that my boyfriend was like, oh, I want to read that as well. So I'm very excited to be buddy reading. I've never done a buddy read before. What it is you guys like read the chapters like together. Like you pick like, we're going to read like chapters 1 through 7 for the first week kind of thing. And then we'll do like 7 through 14 the next week, that kind of thing. So I'm very excited about that. So that's my first prompt that I picked. And then I'll be back with my next one. Then for my second roll, I end up getting 8, which takes me around to Stabby, which is the bloodier side of the spooky season. True crime, thrillers, and grimdark fantasy would fit very well for this prompt. This prompt is solely open to your interpretation. She does have, like, Becca said that all of the prompts are open to your interpretation, which is nice. So for my next one, I got Stabby, and the book that I'm going to pick for that, it's supposed to be a book that's like scary and stabby kind of thing. So I'm going to pick All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. It's this one here. It says, welcome to dinner, and again, congratulations on being selected. Now you must do the selecting. What do the queen bee, star athlete, valedictorian, stoner, loner, and musical geek all have in common? They are all invited to a scholarship dinner only to discover it's a trap. Someone has locked them in a room with a bomb, a syringe filled with poison, and a note saying that they have an hour to pick someone to kill or else someone dies. So it's kind of like, they said it's like Breakfast Club and like a scary book. So I did start reading this. Like I got to page 30 and I actually stopped reading it because I ended up doing my TBR jar and I had to pick something, and then I had like too many books and I kind of like panicked myself. So we can't do that because no panicking on the reading because it's all fun. But yeah, so I'm excited to read this. That's going to be my stabby choice because I think it's going to be pretty scary because it sounds pretty scary. Like it might be like YA scary, but that's still like pretty scary to me. Oh, it says Karen M. McManus's One of Us is Lying meets The Breakfast Club. That's what it is. So I think that's going to be fun. I'm excited to read that. Then for my third roll, we end up getting 8 again, but not in doubles, so it's okay. And that takes us around to the chance spot. And I couldn't remember which stack I had as chances. So I had to like peek at it to see what it was. But the chance is where you can pick a book that you've already written down to read out of your TBR, which is perfect because like that helps you. The community chest cards are ones that are like prompts, like pick a card or a book with like flowers on it or something. Another one of the things that we did for this game is there is community chest cards and chance cards. So the chance cards are like books that you have on your TBR. Like, you know, if I wanted to write this down on there, I could have written this down on there and then I would pick that. And then that's the book that I would have to read. And then the community chest cards are like my TBR jar where it's like, read a mystery, read a book with flowers on it, read like your oldest book on your TBR shelf or something like that. So there's 2 cards, like if you look on the game board, there's like an actual like card like little holder spot. Since mine's the smaller printed off one, she did have like mini ones that you could write on, and then she had like full-size ones for herself. I didn't print off the card, like the backing of the card. I just used like craft paper that I had. So for my next roll, as you guys saw, I got the chance card, which was Final Girls by Riley Sager. Now, I'm very excited that I got to pick this one. First off, this is from a book haul that I haven't shown you guys yet. And then I was going to pick it for Stabby, and then I was like, oh no, I forgot because I written it down in my chance cards already, and I didn't want to pick anything that I had written down in my chance cards, just in case, because like, I mean, if I end up playing this like 8 books worth of picking a chance card, I might like need those books to like read it, because I'm not going to be like, oh, I already picked this book. I mean, I guess I could be like, it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm excited to get this. So this one is 10 years ago, college student Quincy Carpenter went on vacation with 5 friends and came back alone. In an instant, she became a member of a club that no one wants to belong to, a group of similar massacre survivors known as the press as the Final Girls. Lisa, who lost the 9 sorority college sisters to a college dropout's knife, Sam, who went up against the sack man during her shift at the Nightlight Inn, and now Quincy, who ran bleeding through the woods to escape him. Despite the media's attempts, the girls never met. So I'm excited to read this. I will say Grady Hendrix's, like, I mean, I've said this in like literally every video that I've had recently, but Grady Hendrix's The Final Girls support group was like my #1 book of the year. My like top 5 like book of the year. Oh my gosh. And I finished my best friend's exorcism by him, and there's one part that's like not good because it involves like violence against an animal. So I would definitely say if that's a triggering thing for you, which it was for me because it made me cry, like skip that part. Figure out what chapter that's on, skip that part. But the rest of the book, oh, so good. And like the ending of the book, oh, so good. So I'm really excited to read this because I think it's kind of along the same thing. Like it's a Final Girls thing. Maybe they're going to meet each other. I don't know. But it's scary. I'm excited. All of my books this month are trying to be like thrillers or like cozy mysteries or stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. Then for Jigsaw, that's supposed to be like, it involves a game, a puzzle, or like something like trials, something like that. And I picked Whoa. Then for the 4th roll here, we ended up getting a 9, which takes us around the board. Also, Becca did like a super good job on this board. Like it's really cute. She has like a huge, like actual life-size one. It's awesome. So that takes us around to Jigsaw, which is, do you want to play a game? A book that features a game, trials, or a tournament. So that's a pretty cool prompt to me. But that's also, I'm trying to make it like scary. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be showing you guys like my rolls in between these videos. So I just keep talking and then I'm like, oh, I'll just refilm that. It's fine. You know, your girl's tired, whatever. It's fine. So for my next roll, I got Jigsaw, which is a book involving a game, a trial, or a puzzle. So I didn't really know for sure if the book that I picked has that in it, but I think that it does from what I read on the back. So the book that I chose is called Fireborn, and it's by Rosaria Munda. It's a dragon book. So it says, Annie and Lee were only children when the revolution changed the world, giving everyone a chance to test into the government class of dragon riders. See, so I think because like they have to test into dragon riders, it's like a challenge, right? Like that's what I'm thinking in my mind. So I heard that this is better than Fourth Wing. I have this whole series. This is also on a book haul that I haven't showed you guys yet. You know, you take 2 weeks off of filming and stuff happens, right? But yeah, so I'm excited to read this as well. And I have the whole series, so if this ends up being good and like I get really into it, I might just like throw aside all of my plans and try and make like the whole series work into like my prompts and stuff like that. I don't know how it'll work. So I'm excited to read that as well. So that's 4 out of the 6. So then for our 5th roll, we end up getting 2 2s, which is double again. So that takes us to, there is nothing better, I do better than revenge from Better Than Revenge
Read a book with a revenge plot.
So for my next roll, it's there is nothing I do better than revenge. So I'm doubling up on this book. I think whoever is holding them is probably a revenge plot. And this is the All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. Just the way that it sounds like somebody like locked them in that room and specifically picked these people because there's like 5 of them that got chosen to go to this scholarship dinner kind of thing. And there's a reason why those 5 of them are there. So I figure that there's some kind of revenge-ish issue in this. I have not read it. Like I said, I only got to 30 pages, but I think that there's some kind of revengey thing in there. And because I only wanted to have 4 books, I'm doubling up on this one. So that's going to be my double prompt for that one. And then we have my last roll here.
Then for our last roll, we end up getting 10, which takes us all the way around to... They're burning the witches even if you aren't one. Read a book featuring witches, the occult, cults, or rituals.
So for my last roll, I got They Burn the Witches Even If You Aren't One, which is a book about witches. Now, for the Page Turners book club that I have with Taylor, we are reading the Irregular Society of Secret Witches, or something like that. I don't have it yet. I ordered it from Book Outlet. It just hasn't gotten here. And I actually ordered it before it was like even in that vote. That was like the coolest vote. Anyways, yeah. So I'm going to be reading that one as my witch book. So again, my TBR is going to be Fireborn by Rosaria Manda. Then Final Girls by Riley Sager. All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. And then The Irregular Society of Witches. And I'm not sure who the author is. I apologize for that. I'll put it up here. Just because I honestly don't have it written down. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working with. These fit into the prompts that I can do on the weekend, I believe, for Halloween weekend. I'm going to check. Because there is prompts for that as well. So the 5 main prompts for that are read a book that matches the host's spooky thumbnail. I haven't seen the thumbnails yet, but I will. Read an anticipated thriller, horror, or mystery book. This is anticipated for me. Read a book that scares you. This one sounds scary. This is the All Your Twisted Secrets. The first one was Final Girls by Riley Sager. Read a book, match a monster. That's a spinning wheel thing, so we'll have to figure that out, but I'm kind of hoping I get close to an ogre. Right? Or something ogre-ish. Or dragon. Hey, I got a dragon book in here too. And then it's read a book with the host fave trope. And then there's a whole bunch of different like tropes that the girls did. Because there's Lexie is the main host. She is the co-hosts of Kaylee, Kelsey, Sav, and Katrina. So Katrina's is Final Girl. So right there. Right there. I don't know if you can double up on them. I don't think that you can, but I'm doing it anyway. Because you know what? That's how I like to roll stuff. And then I'll have a buddy read in there. I will have something scary for the bingo. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll put the bingo card up here. And I will like blot out the ones that I am able to use with my books. See? They all link together, the readathons, and it's okay. I will say October, wow for the readathons. If you guys are interested in readathons, literally just type in like #readathon into the search bar and you will find like a million different ones because there's so many cool ones on this month. I wonder what everybody does in November. Like, is there readathons happening in November? Like, just like everybody's like, no, we read too much. We need a break or something like that. Like, I don't know. Okay, that's it. Please like this video and check out my description box for other content creators and subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell because I post very sporadically now. I'm thinking about doing about 2 videos a week until I start to feel better and I'm kind of caught up with everything. But, you know, I'll let you guys know. Okay, that's it. Check out my description box for other content creators as well. And thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day with me today. And also, thanks for hanging out with me for the 2 weeks that I was gone. I appreciate everybody reaching out to me and chatting with me and like messaging me and chatting with me. Those are all of the things that I just said twice, but that's how it goes around here. Yeah, so I missed you guys. I'm happy to be back, but I will be in low video mode, just so you guys know. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye!